Disappointed by his first summon, which turns out to be a cute but seemingly useless hippo, Lloyd learns that he can't try again until the next day. His little creatures, Padong and Bangle, scold him for being mean to the newcomer, Hamong, and go on a symbolic strike, demanding respect for his work. Pressed by their adorable protest, Lloyd agrees to give Hamong a chance. He asks what his special ability is, hoping it's not something completely useless. The system replies, one-shot level 1. Confused, Lloyd asks if that means he can drink water in one gulp. Hamong nods, patting his belly proudly. Disappointed, Lloyd thinks his luck has run out, but he still allows Hamong to give him a demonstration. The little creature approaches the water's edge and begins to sip, and sip, and sip. Lloyd watches in amazement as the water level drops noticeably, and Hamong begins to swell to colossal proportions. Suddenly, the swamp is sucked into a whirlpool, and Hamong, now a gigantic balloon, has swallowed much of the water in one go. Then, with a sigh of relief, he spits all the water back into the river, leaving behind a nearly dry patch of land, with small fish squirming in the mud. Lloyd is shocked. With this incredible ability, they can drain the entire swamp in just a few days. He asks the system why it always gets exactly the ability it needs, and the answer is elusive. Maybe lucky summons are its special ability, or maybe not. Ignoring the ambiguity, Lloyd encourages Hamong to keep drinking, ready to begin the cleanup project the next day. The process is a masterpiece of hybrid engineering. Hamong, in his gigantic form, drinks the water from the swamp and pours it into the river. Human workers clear the exposed land of weeds and debris. Javier uses his mana blast to create deep holes in the ground. Padong, in his full size, levels the ground and packs the sand around bamboo stalks, which are inserted into the holes like giant straws. Hamong uses these straws to absorb the water that remains deep in the ground. Finally, after 10 days of intense work, the first sector of the swamp is completely transformed. To keep his people motivated, Lloyd promises them a bonus party upon completion, and the workers, invigorated, return to their work with even greater zeal. Javier, working on his bare chest under the scorching sun, watches in amazement as this once-abandoned land becomes a fertile agricultural field. He reflects on how much his role has changed, now involved in agricultural labor, but is interrupted again by Lloyd, who gives him a new task, to plant some seeds to ward off pests. Although he grumbles about being a knight, Javier complies, captivated by the miracle unfolding before his eyes. Like him, the Baron and Baroness, along with all the people of the land, view the transformation as a true miracle. For this extraordinary achievement, Lloyd receives a massive 450 RP bonus, bringing his total to 1281. The fields are now planted, and Javier, with a gentle expression, waters the seedlings. Everything seems to be going perfectly, but Lloyd knows there is one more step, building a water wheel to control the water level during the rains. He mentions that his engineers should arrive soon. Just then, a large group of horsemen approaches. Leading them is Viscount Lacona, an arrogant northern nobleman. He scornfully asks who is responsible for the project. When Lloyd introduces himself, the Viscount angrily informs him that this land belongs to him and orders him to leave immediately. The chapter ends with Lloyd and Javier facing a new threat, this time not a monster or an engineering problem, but a territorial dispute with a powerful and hostile nobleman.